chance to Villanueva. 1 second. Oh! Buzzer beater! What a game! I say, what a game from Ivan Villanueva. You know, capping off that strong third quarter with this late triple.
Alley-oop play, what a finish! Alley-oop finish. Shane Agot.
Sa sarili di mapigil ng marami malupit na dumiskarte. Handang pakita sa mundo.
It's with Cabico. Cabico bounce pass in traffic. Oh, you don't do that. You don't do a bounce pass in traffic. Santos! Dipsy-doo! Strip shot, Dipsy-doo. Woohoo!
Patuloy pa din sa pag-angat, hindi ako mapipigilan lumipad. Ibibigay ko ang lahat sagad-sagad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at pangarin.
It's with Capascio. Alves all alone. And here's Slammer! Vincent Alves! For that, let us savor El Junco! Yaso!
Ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown. Handang makipagsabayan, NBL. Ito ang liga ng bayan.
Cabico. Making the pass, Pablo! 2 points! Playground basketball there by Captain Greg Cabico.
Pag-usayan, tuloy-tuloy lang. Kakayanin na lahat na harapin. Kahit mahirap sisikapin abutin.
Steal here. It's with Tamayo. Mangalino. Whips it inside to a teammate on Dipsy-Doo by Sampang. And Sampang introducing himself very well to the NBL audience.
Hindi na pwede na ako'y panghinaan. Lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan.
Found by Lagrama. Lagrama in transition. Look at that move by Topeng Lagrama. Wraparound move, eluding the defense of Makati. Look at that.
Dapat pag-usayan, tuloy-tuloy lang. Kakayanin na lahat na harapin. Kahit mahirap sisikapin abutin.
Duyo, the inbounder, with 1 on the shot clock. The lob to Ramos for the dunk! Alex Ramos with the slam! What a well-executed play for the Quezon Barons!
Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan. Lakas at tapang sa bawat laban. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown. Handang makipagsabayan, NBL. Ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng pusong handang makipagsabayan, NBL.
Kabinbin, still with a lot of energy. Look at this. Look at the energy of Jack Kabinbin. Woo! She's so fast even in slow motion. Air Force. Shot clock down to 5. Oh, fancy shot! Wow! Put that on our highlight reel. Look at that again. Look at this circus shot by Air Force. Another angle. Wow!
Both teams trying to get the first bucket in the second half. Borja, what a shot. Reverse layup. Almost like a no-look shot.
Steal completed by Kabinbin. Kabinbin will take it strong for the 2 points. As if it meant their life. Kabinbin. Strong move. Oh, she goes for the miss. They get the offensive rebound. Resultay. count! Oh, the three is there! Columna with the go-ahead three with 6 seconds left. Wow!
Good luck din bukas.
Salamat po, salamat po.
Okay, let's now go to the highlights of the game, and actually this is the semi-finals where the Uratex Dream faced off with Uratex Tibay in the first semi-final match, and it was a blowout with Uratex Dream showing their might against their sister team. The winning score, or the final score, 21-10 in favor of Uratex Dream.
Breakneck Speed gets a shot to go.
What a play!
Oh, Bravo, look at that beautiful move! Beautiful dribbling! And beautiful finish!
Look at this hustle play.
Wow, relentless.
Oh, what a dunk!
Oh, what a one! Yeah, that's good! Back, back!
Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naligo.
Welcome back to the Benzi Giao Convention Center for the final game in the doubleheader in the NBL Season 2022 President's Cup. Who will bounce back from the first defeat? It's the battle between two of the top teams this tournament, Taguig City Generals and the home team, the Pampanga Delta. And as I've said, these are two teams reeling from their first defeat in the season. As we look at the team standings, Taguig City Generals relegated to number 2 after the win by Bulacan earlier. So right now, Taguig with 5-1, Pampanga in the number 3 spot with 4-1. As we look at the Taguig City Generals' previous mission, it was their first failed mission, losing to the Quezon Barons 89-87, a close one last week. They shot only 36% from the field, missed 13 free throws, and a 2-point loss. So that's going to be big for the Taguig City Generals. And they just couldn't control the basketball in that game and really shot poorly and rolled to the first loss of their tournament. On the other hand, it's also suffering their first defeat. The first defeat of the defending champions, suffering the same fate from the Quezon Barons, and I think this one is different because they lost in that game 96-82, and all in all, it was a big win for the Quezon Barons, giving the Pampanga Delta, the defending champions, their first loss of the tournament. We will be back shortly for the formal introductions of this game.
Breakneck Speed gets a shot to go.
What a play!
Oh, Bravo, look at that beautiful move! Beautiful dribbling! And beautiful finish!
Look at this hustle play.
Wow, relentless.
Oh, what a dunk!
Oh, what a one! Yeah, that's good! Back, back!
Mga kaibigan, and please remove your caps. Pakitanggal muna po ang ating mga sombrero. And we'd like to call in to bring in the Philippine flag, LJ Mayo of Taguig Generals and Carl Sampang of Pampanga Delta. Let's sing all together the Philippine National Anthem.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Manatili po tayong nakatindig. Please remain standing as we call in at the center court Prim Albios to lead the prayer for a peaceful election on May 9.
Let's all remain standing po as we offer our prayer for our own cities and for our own country. Let us pray. Lord, we thank you, Lord God, for tonight. Thank you for the opportunity, Lord God, you have given to us for each provinces, for each cities, Lord God, na binigyan mo ng pagkakataon, Lord God, to showcase our talents, Lord God, sa larangan ng basketball. And tonight, we offer our prayer for our national sa darating po na halalan on May 9, despite of differences in our president, despite of different candidates po na aming kinakaloob. We pray at the end of the day, mananatili pa rin ang pagmamahala namin sa bawat isa. And we pray and we humble ourselves for you to move in our election, that there will be protection for each candidates, protect our families, and we ask for your presence to move sa darating po na halalan. Nagpapakumbaba kami, for we know apart from you, we can do nothing. Maraming salamat, Lord, for we know na ikaw ang mangunguna sa aming darating na halalan. Thank you, and we offer you our game tonight. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Arriba, Pampanga.
Thank you very much, Prim Albios, for the prayer you rendered for a peaceful election. Excitement hits up here at the Brenzigao Convention Center. Mag-enjoy Tamu Kabalen. Welcome to our main game. Taguig City Generals versus your Pampanga Delta on the 2022 season of NBL President's Cup. Tribe at 5 ang tahanan ng tunay na homegrown. Here are the starters. First, for Taguig City Generals. One guard number 69, Harvey Subrabas. At forward number 23, Richmond Gilbero. Shooting guard number 21, Fidel Castro. Playing center number 3, Jonats Lontok. Power forward number 0, LJ Mayo. Taguig Generals is led by Bing Victoria. Now, the starting 5 for your very own Pampanga Delta. At forward number 2, Alimar Jala. Playing center number 4, Primo Manaloto. Small forward number 6, Neil Tolentino. Starting at guard number 27, Mark Tamayo. And at one guard number 11, MJ Garcia. Pampanga Delta will be led by Pedic Di Matulak. Referees for this ball game are Michael Mesias, Jonel Buse, and Rolando Francisco. Fourth man is Cornel Tungol. This game is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board.
We look at the starters for both teams, Subrabas, Castro, Lontok, Mayo, and Gilbero leading Taguig. And the home team will be led by Garcia, Tamayo, Manaloto, Tolentino, and Diala. Our tip-off, the NBL Season 2022 President's Cup, is presented by Converge, our official internet provider. And the first possession goes to the Taguig Generals, and quickly Fidel Castro hitting that three-pointer on the corner. Here's Primo Manaloto responding with a short jumper on his own. So a quick start for both teams. Good sign. And here's Castro. He won't shy away from hitting those three-pointers, and he misses that, but a steal by Lontok. Or rather, Gilbero with a steal. And Sobrabas' pass wasn't expected as we look at the three-pointer of Fidel Castro, former Letran Knight and PCU Dolphin Fidel Castro. So tons of experience for him. Here's Garcia. Over to Tamayo for Trey. No. Rebound. That won't go in for Diala. But the ball will stay with the Taguig Generals. Here's Tolentino. Spots up for Trey. That won't go in. And the shot clock violation for Neil Tolentino as his jumper didn't hit the rim near Sobrabas. Sobrabas. Over to Mayo. Sobrabas once again, 10 seconds, and almost a steal there. A completed steal. Tolentino now reading the attack. Tolentino to Diala. Great passing by Pampanga Delta as Tamayo finishes that break. Delta now up ahead 4-3. Gilbero. They swing it over. Sobrabas. Now underneath to Lontok. Lontok. Attacks. Lontok. No good. And the rebound by Garcia. And here they come now. Garcia. Over to Tolentino. Tamayo. Looking for Diala. Back to Garcia now. Garcia for Trey. No good. And Sobrabas gets that rebound. And they're pushing the basketball. Gilbero over to Lontok. Great passing by Taguig, but a sorry miss there from Lontok. And the Delta now on the other end. Tolentino to Tamayo. Tamayo waiting for that Manaloto pick. Uses that pick. And here's Tamayo, left wide open for three. That's good! And Mark Tamayo, of course, has been a long-time member of the Pampanga Delta. And a really, really integral part of some physicality between the two big men, Lontok and Manaloto, getting entangled there. And as I've said, Mark Tamayo is a very important piece in this Pampanga Delta team. So on the other end, Lontok and Manaloto getting called for a double foul. And here's Castro. Castro, the jumper, no good. And the rebound by Mayo. Mayo, jumper, still won't go, and Castro gets the rebound. And here's Gilbero now. Looking to attack, Gilbero. And it's a jump ball. Good hands from Neil Tolentino. Forcing that jump ball, and he will jump it out with Gilbero. And a violation will be called on Tolentino. And the foul actually is called on Tolentino. So the ball will go with the Taguig Generals. Here's Castro. And an offensive foul is called on Mayo. Here's Tamayo now, bringing the ball down, being hounded by Subrabas. Tamayo once more for three. No. And the rebound by Gilbero, and he'll be pushing the basketball. Gilbero attacking Garcia. Jump hook. Way off for Gilbero. And here's Garcia bringing the ball down now for the Delta. Garcia takes it out to Tamayo, to Tolentino. Tolentino attacks. Tolentino underneath. Diala. No good. And Mayo will be caught stepping on the baseline. Here's Diala. Over to Garcia. Contested three. No good. Rebound by Subrabas. And Subrabas will slow things down for the Taguig Generals. Subrabas. Using that Mayo pick. Gilbero for three. That's good. And the second three-pointer for the Taguig Generals, and now they trail just by one. Manaloto has that range. Tolentino on the corner now. Diala. Elbow jumper. No good. The rebound by Gilbero. And here's Subrabas now bringing the basketball. Over to Castro. Mayo. Lontok. Putting on the moves on Manaloto. And Lontok looking smooth with that jumper as he gives the Generals a 1-point lead, 8-7. Tamayo over to Tolentino. Tolentino attacks. Tolentino drops it off. Manaloto in and out. And Gilbero gets that rebound. Subrabas over to Castro for three. That's good. Good. When he's playing back to the basket and just skying over his defenders, as we look at Fidel Castro's second three-pointer. Kisses the sky, and then Lontok just making it look easy with that fadeaway. We call a timeout. Taguig up by 6. We will be back shortly. Fidel Castro wanted to start a revolution last week, but it was stifled. It started off with a 26-point game against the Panthers on April 23, leading them in a win over the Panthers. But the next game over the Barons, only 7 points for Fidel Castro. On 2 of 8 shooting, on 2 of 7 shooting from 3. So it was a stifled revolution for Fidel Castro. But tonight, it's looking really good for him. Has nailed 2 of his 3 three-pointers to start the game. And he's got 6 points. And Pampanga needs to get this ball in bounds. And here's Garcia. They swing it over now. Mangalino, the jumper. That's good. So good play coming off the timeout. An effective one for the Delta, resulting into a wide open Romel Mangalino jumper. And here's Castro. Over to Subrabas. Behind the back, putting on the moves. Gilbero, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Gilbero short. And the Delta now gets the stop, and they will look to trim this lead further. Santos. Over to Munoz. Garcia attacks. No good. And Mayo with the rebound. Subrabas looking to attack. Fidel Castro left wide open for 3, and that won't go in for Fidel Castro. So Sampurna checking in. Natividad picks the pass off Garcia. Natividad over to Sobrabas. Sobrabas decides to go all the way. Harvey Sobrabas now feeling it after hitting that three-pointer. Gets right back with a layup to trim the lead of, or to push the lead of Taguig to 9 points, 18-9. Here's Liangco. Liangco, the jumper, no good. Battle for the rebound, won by Mayo. Sobrabas pushing the basketball now. And they go to Natividad. Sampurna was also quiet in their loss to the Barons. Looking to bounce back in this game. Natividad, 6 seconds. Natividad attacks. Oh, Natividad escapes. What a move from Natividad. For his first 2 points, Dan Natividad averaging 15.3 a game off the bench. To go along 5 rebounds and 4.7 assists. Taslanco, top of the key, jumper won't go in. And the Generals looking really good in the first quarter. Sampurna. Lontok. Hands it over to Sampurna. Sampurna spins. Beautiful move. Kicks it out. Mayo for 3. No go. But they get the rebound. And here's Natividad. Natividad. Waiting for that screen. Uses it. Kicks it over Sampurna. 4 seconds to go on the shot clock. Sampurna attacks. Tough shot by Sampurna. Good defense by the Pampanga Delta. And here's Garcia pushing the basketball. Garcia looking to attack. Kicks that out. And no good for, I think that's Manaloto. And a timeout is called, or rather Mangalino. Timeout is called by the Taguig Generals there, up by 11. We will be back shortly. The first defeat of the defending champs, losing to the Quezon Barons 94-77. Shot just 20% from downtown. Surprisingly, they also got out-rebounded by the Barons. And assists, gave away 30 assists en route to that blowout loss to the Barons 94-77. And if they don't look out now, Taguig is on their way to breaking this game wide open early. It's an 11-point lead. And here's Natividad. Over to Sampurna. Sampurna, 3 seconds to shoot. Oliveira, a three-pointer. That won't go in. And they recover the rebound. Kevin Oliveira, or rather, the Taguig Generals. Yeah, it's Kevin Oliveira who got that rebound. And here's Mangalino, the jumper, no good. And the foul will be called. I think that's going to be on Liangco. So CJ Ganya, another veteran for the Pampanga Delta. Checking in for the first time and almost a steal there as Natividad turns the ball over, battle for the loose ball. A foul is called on Sampurna. Liangco on the post. Liangco loses the basketball, and here's Natividad. Natividad steps into a three. That's short. And the Delta now on the other end. They're pushing it, Liangco. Over to Sampang. Sampang, that's good. Oh, much needed basket there for the Pampanga Delta. Santos, many fakes, but no jump attempt from him. Santos once more. Oliveria forcing his way in. No good. But the ball will stay with the Taguig Generals. Tolentino checks back in for Liangco. And here's Natividad now. Natividad, beautiful move, beautiful pass by Natividad. But Sampurna blows the basket. And here's Garcia, kicks it out. CJ Ganya. Garcia steps into a tray. Finally, MJ Garcia with his first three-pointer of the game, and the lead is now down to 6 points. But a foul is called on Sampang. So look at that three-pointer from MJ Garcia. His first basket of the game. There's Natividad now. Natividad. Looking for Oliveria. Caballero. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Caballero, great find and a foul. That's good. Quarter for the Taguig City Generals. Behind this man, Fidel Castro already hit 2 3-pointers in this game. And then we see Sobrabas also joining in the action alongside this guy, Dan Natividad. And the Taguig Generals holding a 22-14 lead after the first quarter. We will be back shortly.
Breakneck speed gets a shot to go.
What a play!
Oh, Gaba, look at that beautiful move! Beautiful dribbling and beautiful finish. Look at this hustle play.
Wow, relentless.
Oh, what a dunk!
Oh, what a move! That's good! Bang, bang!
Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galaw.
We look at MJ Garcia in his last game against the Quezon Barons. Definitely did everything for the Pampanga Delta, but unfortunately it didn't result into the win for them. CJ Ganya, no good. And the rebound by the Taguig Generals now. Here's Caballero. Over to Natividad. Natividad looking to attack. Natividad. Great defense by the Delta, and a foul is called on Natividad, forced to give up that foul. As we look at the number of MJ Garcia versus the Barons, 24 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Over to Mangalino. Here's a jumper. Sampang. No good. And Caballero recovers the basketball. Here on to Natividad, who wants to push the basketball. Natividad, burst of speed. But he'll get rewarded with 2 free throws. And Dan Natividad seems like he has that turbo on his legs. As we look at the block from CJ Ganya right there. And he just knows when to sprint past his defenders. Talking about Dan Natividad. Sampurna out as we look at Natividad in their loss to the Baron. 17 points, 11 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. Charging for it to no avail, but Natividad misses the second free throw. Garcia takes the trade. Oh, what a shot by MJ Garcia. And that's his second three-pointer of the game. The lead is now down to 3 points, 23-20. Caballero attacks the baseline, kicks it out. The jumper, Santos. No good. And the rebound, battle for the rebound. Who gets it? It's Garcia now. Garcia over to Ganya for three. That's good! And the Pampanga Delta on a 9-1 run to start the quarter. We're tied at 23 now. Here's Caballero. Caballero over to Santos. Santos didn't hand it over. Takes it himself. Almost blocked. And there's a block by Garcia. And what a defensive stand from the Pampanga Delta. So look at Garcia right here. Unexpected pulls up from three. And then on the other next possession, CJ Ganya, of course, has that range as well. And that's why the once 12-point lead of, or rather the once 11-point lead of the Taguig City Generals has now disappeared as we are now tied at 23 apiece. Sampang. Over to Tolentino. Tolentino again attacks. Tolentino for the lead. And Neil Tolentino giving the Delta the lead back. Fidel Castro, however, says that we will have our lead back with that three-pointer. Santos, will he make it? No good, and the rebound by Natividad. Here's Santos on the other end. Still no good. And they recover the possession. Natividad now. Natividad steps into a jumper. Short. Natividad gets it right back. Natividad over to Castro. Another trade. Why not? And just like that, the Taguig Generals retake control mainly because of the hot hands of Fidel Castro. 4 3-pointers in the half right now. Kissing, blowing kisses with that three. And that's why they're up by 4. We will be back shortly. Romel Mangalino had 10 points and 7 rebounds. CJ Ganya had 9 points, while Renato J.R. Lianco had 8 points and 6 rebounds. Unfortunately, that didn't result to a win for them. And here comes Santos now bringing the ball down for the Delta. Ganya over to Sampang now. Back to Santos. Using that pick, 6 seconds to shoot. Santos attack. Santos. That's good. And that's Jeff Santos scoring his first 2 points of the game. And now Pampanga will look to trap as Jeff Santos is, look at him soaring in that layup. But he's going for a personal. Here's Natividad. Natividad needs to bring that ball down. Great pressure from Jeff Santos. Almost a turnover. And here's Lontok. He hands it over to Natividad. Natividad, two-man game with Lontok. Can't get a hold of that basketball. Natividad. Oh, what a shot by Natividad. Using the glass. And now it's back to a 4-point lead for the Generals. Sampang. Sampang. Hands it over to God. And the ball was tapped out by Mayo, but Pampanga will still keep possession. With 11 seconds on the shot clock. Almost a steal there. Ganya drops it off. Oh, what a block! But a foul will be called on Mayo. And De Leon will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Great find by Ganya. And no other choice for Mayo but to block De Leon. First free throw is short for De Leon. Second free throw won't go in. So 2 missed free throws for De Leon. So you look at the Taguig Generals, started off 9 of 23. And right now still not shooting that well. 3 of 9 for them. But that doesn't matter because they're still ahead by 2, 31 to 29. Here's Sampang. Sampang looking to attack. Sampang loses that basketball. But Sampang will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Natividad called for the personal. First free throw is good for Carl Sampang. Two for two for Carl Sampang, and right now we're tied at 31 with a little over 6 minutes remaining. So we look at the bench production of both teams, 16 points for the Delta already, and just 7 from the Generals. And there's Gilbero scoring on that jumper, and it's a 2-point lead now for Taguig. Garcia attacks, Garcia hounded, no good. And the rebound by Mayo. Here's Sobrabas now bringing the basketball down. Sobrabas, shovel pass to Gilbero, no good, but Lontok with the rebound. Lontok is fouled. Lontok won't get it to go, but Lontok will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws. Lontok misses that first free throw. One of 2 for Lontok, and before we get into it, happy watching and greetings from Big Four. Lolo, samahan ng lolo na nag-asawa. From UAE, Engineer Arthur Garcia. From Italy, Dr. Benji Panganiban. From London, Attorney Fernan Narvaez. From Saipan, Dr. Ina Trinidad. From London, Dr. Weng Oruga. From the USA, Professor Rina Narvaez. From Bahrain, Dr. Kendi Lugo. From Canada, Dr. Liz Tuiza. And Engineer Sally Garcia. These are the friends of Chairman Celso Soy Mercado. Happy watching po sa inyong lahat. Now, back to action for the Generals. They're still up 34-31, and this is Garcia. Look at that. Ganya skying for that rebound. And Ganya will hit that three. In and out for CJ Ganya. And here's Sobrabas bringing that basketball down now. Gilbero. Underneath. Lontok. Power move. Forces that foul on Mangalino. And Lontok. Another person that I would like to shout out, would like to mention Dr. Weng Oruga from London. Happy watching, madam, and I hope you enjoy this basketball action here at the Brenzy Giao Convention Center in Pampanga. It's a 5-point lead still for the Taguig Generals, 36-31. Garcia attacks. Garcia, look at that step from Garcia, everything but the layup. And here's Mayo bringing that basketball down with 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Sobrabas for three. No, rebound by Mayo. Mayo. Now they go to Gilbero. Gilbero will take it all the way. Gilbero no good, and the rebound by Mangalino, and Mangalino will get fouled. And so Brabas will be assessed with the personal. Now here's Garcia. Munoz in for the first time. Munoz looking to attack. Munoz, had to change everything as he was hounded by black shirts. And here's Lontok. Lontok, the jumper. No good. Sobrabas recovers. Sobrabas hands it over. Fidel Castro, he's been hot. Why not Fidel Castro? 5 3-pointers in the game now for Fidel Castro, and this guy is thinking revolution here in Pampanga. And another miss from the Pampanga Delta. Here's Sobrabas on the counter. Sobrabas all the way, no good. Battle for the rebound. Lontok gets it, and I think an unsportsmanlike foul is being raised. That's on, I think, Nueva and Lontok. So we will see. There's the missed layup. Lontok and Nueva battling for rebounds. And then, that was a huge hit from Nueva. And right there, that was a forearm hit to the face of Lontok. So let's see what the referees will decide. But Nueva is also, I think, is hurt. I think Nueva, before that replay, and it's a flagrant foul, penalty 2 on Nueva, and he's out of the playing court. but he's still being checked here. I think anytime you hit someone above the shoulder without going for that basketball, flagrant twos are definitely on the way. So crucial stretch for the Pampanga Delta's Nueva. Leo Nueva got thrown out, got ejected from this game for that forearm on Lontok. And the first free throw is short for Lontok. One of two for Lontok as we look at Nueva heading out. And here's Sobrabas. The lead is back to up to 9. Gilbero attacks. Gilbero to Lontok. Gilbero with the fake. Lontok. No good. Rebound by Garcia. And he gives it over to his teammate. Here's Albios. Albios. Wild shot. Won't go in. Fidel Castro in this game against the Pampanga Delta. 15 points, all on three-pointers. 5 of 7 from beyond the arc, alongside 4 rebounds. And he has been red hot in this game. Talking about Fidel Castro. That's why the Taguig Generals are holding a 40-31 lead with 2:20 remaining in the first half. Of course, Fidel Castro, the man of the moment for the Taguig Generals. Near Sobrabas. They go underneath to Lontok. Castro, that's his first 2-point field goal. And he continues to walk shot. 17 points in the game now for Fidel Castro. And if Pampanga don't watch out, you know, Fidel is gonna make them pay. And Albios, the rebound. Oh, rejected by Lontok. And here's Gilbero now. Sobrabas. Back to Gilbero. Underneath to Lontok. There's the multiple picks. Castro now hounded by Gaanya, but that's a bad pass by Castro, resulting into a steal. And speaking of steals, that's almost a steal. Garcia goes all the way. And look at that layup from Garcia, just hanging in the air and stretching for that lefty layup. And almost a steal from Garcia. So look at this one, a scramble. Garcia recovers and then just stretching his arms, hanging in the air to score that tough layup. Natividad. Over to Sampurna. Sampurna is fouled. That's a bad foul from Albios. Yes. He'll give Sampurna some easy freebies from the line. Although he missed that first free throw. One of two from Sampurna. And it's a 10-point lead now for the Taguig Generals. Here's Garcia attacking. Garcia, oh! What a play! Garcia to CJ Gaanya with the alley-oop play. And we have to see that again. Garcia attacking, Gaanya reaching, slamming. Great pass by Garcia. Ganya almost losing the basketball, but somehow manages to get it in. And that's what fans came to see when you talk about CJ Ganya. He's always been known as one of the most exciting players in the NBL, mainly because of his capabilities to play above the rim. And here's Garcia once again. Ganya somehow getting it to go. But Natividad over at the other end is fouled and he'll go to the line. Made the first one. One of two from Natividad, but they get the basketball back and a foul, another foul. As Gilbero gets the offensive rebound and then manages to fish a foul. Santos so look at what happened here. There's the pick by Mangalino. And then Mangalino just standing over Natividad. And then walking into Natividad. And a technical foul is called on Lontok for entering the court. And Munoz to the line to shoot the technical free throw. And he makes the free throw. Munoz about to shoot two more as he was fouled in the earlier play. So one of two for Jake Munoz. And the lead is down to 8. Natividad loses the basketball. Natividad. And that's going to be a violation for Natividad. And here comes the Delta. Garcia will be hounded by Natividad. And Natividad falls into another hard pick from Mangalino. And I don't think that's something illegal there because Mangalino was just standing his ground. Good no call there. And here's Sampurna. Sampurna attacks. Oh, what a block by Ganya. And look at that double block between Albios and Ganya, and Taguig with just I think the 6 seconds remaining in this game, or in this half. They call a timeout. We will be back shortly. Seconds remaining in the second quarter. Taguig looking to get one more shot before we head further. And this alley-oop play between Garcia and Ganya was one of the highlights of the game. But after 2 quarters, the Taguig Generals holding an 8-point lead over the Delta. We will be back shortly.
Breakneck speed gets a shot to go.
What a play!
Oh, Gaba, look at that beautiful move! Beautiful dribbling and beautiful finish. Look at this hustle play.
Wow, relentless.
Oh, what a dunk!
Oh, what a move that was. Yeah, that's good! Bang, bang!
Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan kaya
Dunk!
Oh, what a move that was. Yeah, that's good! Bang, bang!
pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan kaya
Breakneck speed gets a shot to go.
What a play!
Oh, Gaba, look at that beautiful move! Beautiful dribbling and beautiful finish. Look at this hustle play.
Wow, relentless.
Oh, what a dunk!
Oh, what a move that was. Yeah, that's good! Bang, bang!
pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan kaya
Breakneck speed gets a shot to go.
What a play!
Oh, Gaba, look at that beautiful move! Beautiful dribbling and beautiful finish. Look at this hustle play.
Wow, relentless.
Oh, what a dunk!
Oh, what a move that was. Yeah, that's good! Bang, bang!
pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan kaya
Breakneck speed gets a shot to go.
What a play!
Oh, Gaba, look at that beautiful move! Beautiful dribbling and beautiful finish. Look at this hustle play.
Wow, relentless.
Oh, what a dunk!
Oh, what a move that was. Yeah, that's good! Bang, bang!
pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw.
Welcome back to the Brenzy Giao Convention Center, where the Taguig Generals is holding a 45-37 lead over the Pampanga Delta. But before we go to that, we have some very, very important announcements regarding the NBL, WNBL, and the NBL Youth. Again, kasama po natin ang NBL Executive Vice President, Ms. Rose Montreal. Ma'am Rose, welcome back, and I'm sure we have a lot of announcements for today.
Yes, Christian, magandang gabi po. You know, the games are really getting exciting. Papalapit na tayo sa semifinals, no? I'm here to tell everyone that on May 7 and 8, Saturday and Sunday, the usual NBL schedule, hindi tayo mag-game, Christian, no? Pero, iimbitahan ko pa rin sila that on May 7, we're going to have 9 games of NBL Youth at the Red Arc Events Place in Wawa, Balagtas, Bulacan. Of course, courtesy of Red Arc and architect Romy Cardenas. We have 9 games. We have 5 games of 19 under, 2 games of 16 under, and 2 games of 14 under. So yung schedule niyan will be San Jose del Monte versus Junior Delta, Go for Gold San Juan versus Marikina, United Bowlers versus Pampanga Snipers, LDG San Pedro versus Titans, LDG San Pedro versus Delta Junior, Emeralds versus Junior Delta, Taguig versus Parañaque, Emeralds versus Pampanga, Governor Danilo Suarez of Quezon, Congressman JJ Suarez of Barons, Governor Daniel Fernando of Bulacan, and the rest of the other owners who are seeking for re-election this coming national and local elections.
Grabe nga yung grabe yung schedule natin. And I'm sure ma'am, meron pa tayong WNBL 3x3.
Yes, ang fourth leg natin, since what I mentioned kanina sa WNBL, we had a very successful 3 legs of WNBL, and we're holding our fourth leg for us to be able to reach our goal for the 2024 Paris Olympics in the category of Women's 3x3. May 28, again at the Red Arc Gymnasium, courtesy of architect Romy Cardenas. So, marami pong magaganap both sa NBL, NBL Youth, WNBL 3x3, WNBL 5-on-5 is nearing its end of the second round of the elimination schedule. And of course, we're also launching our WNBL D-League. So hindi tayo talaga mauubusan ng basketball action for everyone, magmula sa bata hanggang sa senior men's and senior women's. Unfortunately, gusto ko rin i-take yung opportunity, humingi ng konting indulgence and pasensya sa mga fans who wanted to come to the Brencigliao Convention Center. If you notice, we made the back of the table official and the delegation really vacant because we're still applying our closed circuit bubble protocol. It just so happened, Garcia, that's a big shout out coming from our Chairman President, Celso Mercado.
And ayun, thank you very much, Ma'am Rose, and thank you to everyone watching NBL all over the world. And magbabalik po tayo with the top plays of the half, and we will be discussing what happened in the first half when we return.
Big gamble here. Oh, alley-oop is good for Ramos. Oh, look at Ramos. Look at the elevation. It's Abel, a good tap from behind. Capuso will go for back-to-back hits, but he is blocked. Public display of projection there. Again, ooh, wow. Just like in volleyball. Chan using the Villanueva screen. Chan to Villanueva. 1 second. Oh, buzzer beater. What a game. I say, what a game from Ivan Villanueva. You know, capping off that strong third quarter with this late triple.
Alley-oop play, what a finish! Alley-oop finish. Shane Agot.
Sa sarili di mapigil ng marami, malupit ka dumiskarte. Hanggang pakita sa mundo.
It's with Cabico. Cabico bounce pass in traffic. Oh, you don't do that. You don't do a bounce pass in traffic. Santos! Dipsy-doo! Triple shot, Dipsy-doo. Woohoo!
Patuloy pa din sa pag-angat, hindi ako mapipigilan lumipad. Ibibigay ko ang lahat sagad-sagad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at tangarin.
It's with Capascio. Alves all alone. And here's Slammer! Vincent Alves! For that, let us savor El Dunco! Yaso!
Ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown. Hanggang makipagsabayan, NBL. Ito ang liga ng bayan.
Cabico. Making the pass, Mabra! 2 points! Playground basketball there by Captain Greg Cabico.
Pag-usayan, tuloy-tuloy lang. Kakayanin na lahat na harapin. Kahit mahirap sisikapin ako
Steal here. It's with Tamayo. Mangalino. Whips it inside. To a teammate on Dipsy-doo! By Sampang. And Sampang introducing himself very well to the NBL audience.
Hindi na pwede na ako'y panghinaan. Lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaan.
Found by Lagrama. Lagrama in transition. Look at that move by Tom Lagrama. Wraparound move, eluding the defense of Makati. Look at that.
Dapat pag-usayan, tuloy-tuloy lang. Kakayanin na lahat na harapin. Kahit mahirap sisikapin abutin.
Duyo, the inbounder, with 1 on the shot clock. The lob to Ramos for the dunk! Alex Ramos with that slam. What a well-executed play for the Quezon Barons.
Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan. Lakas at tapang sa bawat laban. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown. Hanggang makipagsabayan, NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap.
Welcome back to the NBL Season 2022 President's Cup, and the Taguig City Generals holding a 45-37 lead against the Pampanga Delta, and we can see why. They've already hit more three-pointers. They've out-rebounded the Pampanga Delta 27-24. They've had more second chance points, 9-2. As we look at the leading scorer, Fidel Castro, 17 points on 5 3-pointers to lead the Taguig Generals. Lontok has 8 and Gilbert Natividad has 6 apiece. While Carl Sampaang leads the way for Pampanga with 9 points. MJ Garcia has 8, while CJ Ganya and Mark Tamayo adding 5 points apiece. Right now, third quarter of action. Again, I'm Christian Jacinto, and I'll be calling the shots up until the final buzzer as we enter the final 24 minutes of this game. Of course, the number 2 seeded Taguig Generals and the current number 3 Pampanga Delta looking to improve on their standings right before we enter the NBL playoffs, as Garcia shoots a 3 and misses it. And Coach Alan Trinidad not happy with the shot selection of Garcia from the bench. And here's Castro over to Mayo. Mayo stops. Good shot by LJ Mayo. I think that's his first 2 points. If I'm not, yeah, first 2 points for LJ Mayo. But he does have 8 rebounds and it's back to a 10-point lead. Here's Sampang. Sampang to Tolentino. 8 seconds. Liangco. Jumper. Short. Mayo with another rebound. And here's Subrabas pushing the basketball. Subrabas over to Mayo. And it's such a luxury for any team if you can have your big man or 4-guy or 5-guy running the floor after securing the rebound. And that's exactly what LJ Mayo did as Tolentino couldn't get it back with a 3-pointer. And Taguig looking to pull away as a foul is called on Manaloto. So look at Mayo, just a little bit of bump. And just a small separation. Is look at that pass by Sobrabas. No look pass to a cutting Mayo. As Castro won't go in. He's hit 5 of those already. And here's Sobrabas. Sobrabas looking to attack. Sobrabas over to Lontok. Lontok kicks it out. Mayo to Gilbero. Excellent ball movement. Overcooks it. Who gets the basketball? It's Tolentino. Garcia pushing the basketball now to Sampang. Sampang is fouled by Harvey Subrabas. Mangalino checks in for Liangco. And here's Tolentino. Sampang on the post. Back to Tolentino. They swing it over to MJ Garcia to Manaloto. Manaloto sizing up his defender. Manaloto powers his way through. No good. Battle for the rebound. Fidel Castro gets it. And here's Sobrabas leading the attack now. Sobrabas. Sobrabas. Oh, Fidel Castro is wide open for 3. But maybe that's a little bit too open for him. Here's Mayo. Throws the ball away. And a turnover for the Taguig Generals. Manaloto checks out. CJ Ganya is in. Now Garcia. Garcia looking to attack. Garcia loses the basketball. And Lontok will be called for an out-of-bounds play, which means Pampanga Delta retained possession with 12 seconds on the shot clock. Sampang. Over to Mangalino. Hands it over to Tolentino. No, he doesn't. Over to Garcia. 2 seconds. 1 second. Mangalino at the buzzer. No good. And the rebound by Gilbero. Here's Sobrabas pushing the basketball now. Sobrabas over to Gilbero. drops it off to Lontok. So Brabas for 3, no good. Gilbero saves it, but he won't get there in time. So the ball will swing back to the Pampanga Delta. Garcia over to Tolentino. Here's Sampang. Gilbero looking to attack. Gilbero met by Ganya. Castro, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Castro steps back. Castro, no good. Ganya with the power rebound. And so Brabas. Here's Tolentino on the post. Ganya over to Mangalino. Garcia looking to attack Sobrabas, and Sobrabas will be called for a personal. That will be his third personal. And Coach Bing Victoria puts back Caballero and Sampurna for Sobrabas and Fidel Castro. And Mangalino, no good, but he gets it right back. And Garcia over to Ganya for 3. That's good. And Ganya now with 10 points in the game. That's his second 3-pointer. So Ganya beginning to heat up in this quarter. And Mangalino will be called for a personal. I think if you're the Taguig Generals, you have to start respecting that jumper by CJ Ganya, because he's gonna hit it. Here's a 3-pointer blocked by Mangalino. Garcia looking to attack Gilbero. Garcia, burst of speed, that's good! MJ Garcia trimming the lead of the Taguig Generals to 7 points, 51-44. And almost another turnover there. And look at just MJ Garcia just having that burst of speed, leaving everyone behind, and converting on that layup. And here's Sampurna. Sampurna. Mayo. Look at that defense by the Delta. Mayo attacks, and Mangalino is called for the personal. First free throw is good for LJ Mayo. Kevin Oliveria checking in for Jonas Lontok. So now the bench mob of the Taguig Generals being pitted to work. It's still a 9-point lead for them. Sampang also back on the floor for the Pampanga Delta. Sampang nearly loses it. Here's Tolentino. Over to Garcia, and Garcia will slow things down. Garcia with the crossover. Garcia, good defense by Caballero. Garcia, 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Garcia, great D by Caballero, but Mangalino gets the offensive rebound, and Ganya skying it, still no good, and Dan Natividad finally gets it for Taguig. And here's Caballero now. Caballero hands it over to Natividad. Natividad using that pick. Over to Sampurna. Sampurna looking to attack. Sampurna goes all the way for the layup. And no one to challenge Clarence Sampurna there, as he gives Taguig another 11-point lead, 55-44. Here's Garcia. Tolentino. Tolentino looking to attack. Tolentino is fouled. And Neil Tolentino will look to complete the 3-point play as he beats Sampurna to the punch At first, we'd look at Sampurna's driving layup here. And then on the other end, Natividad being left behind. Sampurna, no other choice but to foul Tolentino. And Tolentino converts on that layup. Tolentino completes the 3-point play. And it's now an 8-point lead for the Taguig Generals, 55-47. Here's Mayo. Caballero now. 10 seconds. Mayo over to Sampurna. Sampurna throws it out to Caballero. 5 seconds. Caballero nowhere to go. Natividad. Great find by Caballero to a cutting Natividad. And it's still a 10-point lead. Pampanga definitely needs more stops. They're getting baskets now, but they need stops. As Garcia sees his layup attempt go in and out. And here's Sampurna looking to attack. Oh, what a block by Ganya. But on the second attempt, they still have it. Kevin Oliveria. And now it's back to a 12-point lead, the biggest lead of the game. Tolentino spins. Tolentino. Oh, what a move. What a move from Neil Tolentino. Just putting on the spin cycle to trim the lead of the Generals to just 10. Here's Natividad. They swing it over. Sampurna. 7 seconds. Sampurna attacks. Sampurna nowhere to go. Throws the ball away. And MJ Garcia will look to counter. Here's Manaloto. Manaloto with the layup. That's good. And a timeout is called by the Taguig Generals. Their lead is down to 8, 59-51. As we look at this beautiful spin move by Tolentino. And he just left his defender behind. And on the other end, Manaloto with the fast break layup. But the lead is still up by 8. Taguig is still up by 8. We will be back shortly. We look at the crowd here at the Brenzy Giao Center. Some shy people, but it's nice to see them back here. You know, Miss Rose talked about how we're still strict when it comes to the protocol. Earlier, but it's nice to... Here's Santos. And there's the guy Santos. And Caballero will hold it down over to Oliveria. Oliveria attacking. Oliveria wallop by the defense. And an out of bounds play from Sampang. So you look at this defense, the swarming defense of and here's Natividad. Oliveria Generals a 10-point lead, 61-51. As you look at the block situation, 5 blocks already for Pampanga Delta, most of which coming from that guy CJ Ganya, and Generals only with 1. Here's Garcia with 5 seconds to shoot in the shot clock. Does he know it? Garcia kicks it out. Tolentino, 1 second. Tolentino to beat the buzzer. No good. And the rebound by the Taguig Generals. Here comes Dan Natividad. Natividad over to Castro. Swings it over. Caballero for 3. No good. And an offensive foul for Caballero. as he extended his foot and caused the collision. And referees will be calling that. There it is. Back to live action. 2 minutes remaining in the third period. Garcia steps in. Long two. No good. Rebound by Manaloto. Manaloto hounded by Natividad. Ganya going all the way. CJ Ganya almost brought this house down. But Ganya is hurt. Ganya is hurt when he fell down. And almost, CJ Ganya almost bringing this house down with that jam. Here's the pass by Manaloto. Ganya right there. Almost, but Ganya having that hard fall. And look at how high this Ganya just dives into that. Unfortunately, that won't result into 2 points for him. Here's Natividad. Over to Oliveria. Castro hounded by Tolentino. And Tolentino is called for the personal. Not yet in the penalty, but one more foul will put them in it. Here's Natividad. Over to Oliveria. In rhythm jumper once more. And how about Kevin Oliveria giving the Taguig Generals some much-needed bench points. Back-to-back jumpers now for the former Perpetual Altos. Garcia, crossover move. Garcia challenges the defense of Santos. And he's just, talking about MJ Garcia, he's just so explosive. Like the moment he gets a clear runway, as Fidel Castro misses a three-pointer, the moment he gets a clear runway, it's hard to stop him. And here's Garcia over to Manaloto for the layup. Sort of reminds me of his former teammate, Personal. They're not in the penalty yet. But that means the Pampanga Delta will get the last shot for this quarter with 9 seconds remaining in the third. Oh, backdoor play, a bit risky, and a turnover. Forward pass. Castro with the fake. Castro, no good, 1 second. And that would do it for the third quarter. Still a comfortable 10-point lead for the Taguig General, 65-55. We look at beautiful pass from Subrabas to Lontok. And then Neil Tolentino, rather, getting his moments. Natividad also getting his. And then, of course, MJ Garcia hanging and banging. But they still trail by 10, 65-55. We will be back shortly.
Breakneck speed gets a shot to go.
What a play!
Oh, God, but look at that beautiful move! Beautiful dribbling! And beautiful finish! Look at this hustle play!
Wow, relentless!
Oh, what a dunk!
Oh, what a move! Yeah, that's good! Bang, bang!
Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan kaya...
Breakneck speed gets a shot to go.
What a play!
Oh, God, but look at that beautiful move! Beautiful dribbling! And beautiful finish! Look at this hustle play!
Wow, relentless!
Welcome back to the Brenzy Giao Convention Center, where the home team, the Pampanga Delta, is trailing the Taguig General 65-55 with 12 minutes to go. 12 minutes of basketball action here at San Fernando in Pampanga. My name is Christian Jacinto, and I'll be calling the action, the final 12 minutes of action here and the NBL. So look at the quarter scoring. Taguig just slightly moving ahead after that big first quarter, 22-14. And then second quarter, they're tied at 23, and then they've outscored the Delta once more by 2 in the third period. 20-18. So Oliveria called for a personal. And here's Munoz over to Tolentino. Tolentino looking to attack. CJ Ganya for 3. That's good! And CJ Ganya's jumper looks wet. It looks really good as he hits his third three-pointer. He's got 13 points in the game now. All of which coming from the second half, talking about Kevin Oliveria. As CJ Ganya is beginning to feel it. 15 points in the game now for the High Flyer. They're down by 7. Here's Natividad pushing it. Natividad underneath. Blocked once more. And Tolentino will be bringing the ball down. Tolentino over to Munoz. Underneath. No good. Rebound. Sampurna. Sampurna. Spin. Sampurna. No good. And maybe the Taguig Generals are rushing things a bit. They're still up by 7. And here's Sampang. Sampang waiting for that Ganya pick. Here's the screen. Munoz. No good. Rebound by Sampurna. And they're pushing the basketball once more. Dan Natividad. They go underneath. This is Oliveria with the spin. Oliveria is feeling confident. And why not? He's been hot in this quarter. Or in this half, rather. So right now, the starters checking back in. Oliveria sitting down, Santos sitting down, and they've certainly made a good run from themselves, keeping that lead to 7 while their starters rest on the bench. That's a traveling violation from Lontok, and that was a pretty clear one. Here's Sampang. Garcia leaves the defender behind. Garcia, wild shot, no good. Rebound, De Leon. And right now, it's just a 2-point lead for the Taguig Generals. Or 5-point lead, rather, for the Taguig Generals. Here's the fake. Lontok is blocked by De Leon. And a foul by Lontok. And right now, the crowd is beginning to get involved. As we look at Garcia with that wild shot, but De Leon skying over everyone and scoring on that follow-up as we look at this block by De Leon on the other end. Here's Sampang over to Garcia. Garcia now. A three-pointer. No good. And an good entry pass there from Lontok and a foul by De Leon. So look at the quarter scoring 7-2 for the Delta. And that's why this lead of the Generals is down to just 5 points, 67-62. Mayo with the fake. Mayo loses it. Great D by Ganya. And here's Albios. Albios all the way. Ganya with the rebound. And here's Garcia. Left wide open. Garcia jumper. Still no good. Albios fighting for it. And Sobrabas is fouled. And a timeout for Pampanga Delta. They still trail by 5, 67-62. We will be back shortly. We look at the man of the moment for the Pampanga Delta, CJ Ganya, flying, soaring, blocking shots, hitting three-pointers, intimidating people. CJ Ganya has basically done it all for the Pampanga Delta, and now it's all about finding that support for him in this game. 15 points, 4 rebounds, 4 block shots for CJ Ganya. Here's Castro. Subrabas. Underneath to Lontok. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Lontok spins. Lontok. Block again by De Leon. And that's back-to-back blocks for De Leon on Lontok. Garcia. Oh, what a move! MJ Garcia, and the lead is now down to 3. And this is the barrier that the Pampanga Delta needs to break through. It's always been like this. And then Taguig will make a rally on their own. Now Pampanga needs to stop. 5 seconds. Gilbero on the move. Gilbero, no good. And the rebound by Garcia. And here come the Delta, 67-64. 9-2 run to start the quarter for the Delta. Sampang using that De Leon pick. De Leon has been big in this quarter. Garcia for the tie. Yes! And we are tied at 67 after trailing by as many as 14 points in the third period. We are tied at 67. So look at Garcia. First up, look at that dipsy-do move. And then on the other end, he can do it as a spot-up shooter as well. MJ Garcia just might be the support that Clifton James Ganya is looking for. 17.7 rebounds and 7 assists for MJ Garcia. And we are tied at 67. Where will Taguig go with 6:30 to go, 6:36 to go in the game? Dan Natividad attacks. Dan Natividad. Oh, what a block by Ganya! Where did CJ Ganya come from? And listen to this crowd. As soon as CJ Ganya swatted that shot away, the energy just went up in the Brenzigiao Convention Center. Albios kicks it out. Another 3. No good. And Pampanga will retain possession. So we look at this layup by Natividad, and then Ganya just erasing it. Block shot number 5 for CJ Ganya. Ganya, another 3. That's good! CJ Ganya is doing it all for the Pampanga Delta. He's leading the attack on offense, and he's been the best defender for the Delta so far. And listen to this crowd. They are finally alive as the Delta take the lead for the first time since the first half. 8 blocks for the Delta. 5 done from CJ Ganya. And here's a 3, so Brabas. This will be big, no good. And a foul is called on Dan Natividad. And that's the 4th personal foul for Dan Natividad. 69-67. CJ Ganya has been amazing in this game. 17 points, 5 blocks, and then Garcia! And MJ Garcia scoring on that layup. And right now, it's a 17-2 run for the Pampanga Delta after that layup by MJ Garcia. And it's a 5-point lead, 72-67 for the Pampanga Delta. We will be back shortly. And the previous jumper from CJ Ganya was corrected to be only 2 points. His foot was on the line, but nonetheless, it's a 16-2 run for the Pampanga Delta to start the fourth period. And it wasn't long ago when the Generals were up by 14. And right now, the Generals need to get something going. Here's Mayo. Mayo, the jumper, no good. And who gets the rebound? It's Albios. And Albios will bring the ball down. Oh, and a steal by Mayo. Mayo on the counter-attack. Gilbero decides to take it himself. Gilbero, no good. And so Brabas will slow things down. Hands it over to Mayo. Underneath to Lontok. Lontok looking to attack. Lontok with a fake. Lontok putting on the boobs. And Jonas Lontok showing off his nifty footwork. So much needed reprieve there for the Taguig Generals as they end a 16-2 run from the Pampanga Delta. Ganya again. No good this time. Battle for the rebound. And I think Sampang will be caught stepping in. So look at Lontok. Look at how patient this big man. There's the spin. There's the fake. There's the step through. Beautiful, beautiful move from Jonas Lontok. Sampang ramping up. And here's Sobrabas now, looking to regain control of this game. They've been up by 14, and now they trail by 2. Natividad, the jumper, that's good. And Dan Natividad responding, or Taguig Generals responding with back-to-back baskets after trailing by as many as 4 points. Garcia, the jumper, short. And right now, we are definitely going to go down the wire. I don't know how this game would end, but all I know is that we are down for a thriller. 71-71, 3:40 remaining. We are entering the final stretch of this ball game. Dan Natividad did a jumper earlier. Will he hit another one? No good this time, but Mayo gets the rebound. And over to Sobrabas now. Here's Natividad. Natividad over to Mayo. Short, but a foul is called on Ganya. And LJ Mayo will get a chance to put the Taguig Generals back up. So we look at this handover, Mayo right there, and then their knees making contact in the end. So Mayo will troop to the line to shoot 3 free throws. The crowd letting him hear it. First free throw is good for Mayo. Second free throw, good for Mayo. 10 points in the game now for LJ Mayo. He has a double-double of 10 points and 13 boards. And perfect from the line is LJ Mayo. The Generals holding a 74-71 lead. 7-0 run for the Generals. And a timeout by the Pampanga Delta. We will be back shortly. We look back, we're back here at the Brenzi Giao Convention Center, where it has been a virtual slugfest between these two teams. 74-71, 16-2 run to open the quarter for Pampanga. Taguig responding with 7 unanswered. It has been a game of runs in the fourth. 5 seconds. Garcia, does he know it? 3 seconds. Garcia kicks it out. Tolentino at the buzzer. No good. And a rebound by Gilbero, and a foul will be called on Ganya. And I think that is a crucial foul, because it will send Gilbero to the free throw line. So right now, after that big run by Pampanga, Taguig having answers. And Tamayo, who last played in the first 5 minutes of the first quarter, is back in action. But 2 misses from Gilbero, and the ball will go to the Pampanga Delta with 2:52 remaining in the game. Tamayo, 7-0 run for the Generals. Here's Garcia, no good. Ganya the rebound. Tamayo for the tie. Yes! And Bert Tamayo, how confident is this kid? This guy hasn't played since the 7-minute mark of the first quarter, and he just... And we're back here at the Brenzi Giao Convention Center, where we have a slugfest between the number 2 and the number 3 teams here in the NBL. We look at the game reset, a single full timeout for each team. Pampanga Delta is already in the penalty, while the Taguig Generals has 2 fouls to give. 74-74. Oh, and almost a steal there, but a foul is called on Gilbero. Gilbero a little too aggressive in that sequence. Here's Garcia now. Garcia still has that basketball. And we are entering the final 2 minutes of this ball game. This last 2 minutes is brought to you by Converge, as a three-pointer from Tamayo will miss. 1:46 to go. And a timeout, and I think that's their last timeout. If the game reset is to be followed. Oh, they still have a 30. So they're going to be calling that 30-second timeout. And look to map out one good play here to surge ahead. We will be back for the final minute and 44 seconds of this game. We're back here for the final 104 seconds. Now, yeah, 104 seconds, a minute and 44 seconds remaining in this game. The Taguig Generals holding, or rather, looking to break the deadlock, and a block there! What a block by De Leon! And it has been a block party here for the in the Brenzigiao Convention Center. That's the third block for De Leon in this quarter alone. Castro back on the floor. Mayo now looking to attack. Mayo still no good. Ganya with a big rebound, and they're pressuring Ganya. Garcia will bring the ball down. A minute and 25 remaining. Garcia will be faced by Subrabas. 9 seconds. Garcia attacks. Garcia posting up. Garcia with the fake, met with a double. Here's the fake. Tamayo for three, no! And Sobrabas gets the rebound with a minute and 5 seconds to go. Sobrabas looking to attack, kicks it out. Dan Natividad underneath, great pass and a foul! And a basket! Patience from Dan Natividad finding Jonas Lontok, and Lontok making sure that goes in. Great entry pass from Sobrabas, or Natividad rather, and then Lontok absorbing the contact, hitting that basket, and he has a chance to put the Generals up by 3. He won't. Rebound by Ganya. 76-74, 55 seconds remaining. Here's Tamayo. Hit that big 3 earlier. Will he have another one in him? Ganya also has been hitting big 3s in this game. Garcia looking to attack. Garcia loses the basketball. And the ball will stay with the Pampanga Delta, but they'll be reviewing it for posterity. Here's Garcia. Garcia seems to have been tapped behind. And they will look at it one more time. Of course, Commissioner Edward Aquino always on top of things. Here's, I think, is a better angle. And it's a tough call. It's a tough call. I would hate to be the referee right now because that is a tough call to make. And they overturned the call. Taguig Generals will get possession. 76-74. 39.2 seconds, 15-second shot clock differential. No need to foul if you're the Pampanga Delta. All you have to do is play honest defense, get a stop, and then hopefully convert on the other end. No fouls needed. Natividad now. Natividad bringing the basketball down. 8 seconds. Natividad kicks it out. Oh, Lontok! And the connection of Natividad and Lontok has been big. Yet again, Jonas Lontok with the crucial baskets. Natividad with the crucial find. Look at this pass by Natividad. And it's a 4-point lead for the Taguig Generals. What a game. Amazing, amazing game between these two teams. We will be back shortly. The Pampanga Delta entered the fourth quarter facing a 10-point deficit, and they opened it with a 16-2 run, leading by 4 midway to go to the quarter. Taguig responded with an 11-3 run of their own, and that's why they're ahead 78-74 with less than 20 seconds to go in this ball game. Where will Pampanga go? Tolentino goes all the way and is fouled by Fidel Castro. And that will put Tolentino on the line. I don't know if that's such a smart foul if you're Fidel Castro. But right now, you force Tolentino to the pressure cooker. And he doesn't feel it at all. (78-74) now, or 78-75 now. 14.5 seconds. Oh, and a miss. But Tolentino will get one shot. Will get one more shot in the game, or in the line, after a lane violation from the Taguig Generals. 8 points, 2 of 2 from the line, Neil Tolentino. And he misses. And the battle for the rebound goes to Natividad. Natividad goes for time with 10 seconds to go. And the crucial miss from Tolentino. That's a 3-point lead for the Taguig Generals. We will be back shortly. Look at the huddle of the Taguig Generals, and they would want nothing more than to get a perfect inbounds pass here. As we look at the game reset, no timeouts for the Generals, no fouls to give for either team. Pampanga still has one full timeout. If you're Pampanga, you would try to force a turnover early, and if nothing happens, foul to stop the time. Here's Natividad. Natividad. They aren't fouling. Pampanga isn't fouling. And that's 5 seconds off the clock. And Natividad playing a big role in quelling that rally. He's got 12 points, missed 2 free throws already. And he missed another one. But as I've said, Natividad played a big role in quelling that Pampanga Delta rally. He found Lontok twice. And he has a chance to ice this game. That he will. 79-75 now. Pampanga calls their final timeout with 5.3 seconds to go. They're gonna need the miracle, but strange things has happened. We will be back shortly. We're back here at the Brenzy Giao Convention Center where, save for a momentous meltdown, Taguig is on their way to winning their 6th win in 7 games. And there it is, a turnover. Mayo picks it up and it will be a big victory for the Taguig Generals, holding on amidst a big rally from the Pampanga Delta, and the big 79-75 win for the Taguig City Generals. As we 79-75, we will be back with our best player of the ball game. Stay tuned.
Breakneck speed gets a shot to go.
What a play!
Oh, Gaba, look at that beautiful move! Beautiful dribbling! A beautiful finish! Look at this hustle play!
Wow, relentless.
Oh, what a dunk!
Oh, what a move! What? That's good! Bang, bang!
Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan kaya...
Breakneck speed gets a shot to go.
What a play!
Oh, Gaba, look at that beautiful move! Beautiful dribbling! A beautiful finish! Look at this hustle play!
Wow, relentless.
Oh, what a dunk!
Oh, what a move! What? That's good! Bang, bang!
Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan kaya...
Breakneck speed gets a shot to go.
What a play!
Oh, Gaba, look at that beautiful move! Beautiful dribbling! A beautiful finish! Look at this hustle play!
Wow,
Welcome back to the NBL Season 2022 President's Cup, where the Taguig Generals held on to a 79-75 win over the Pampanga Delta, mainly because of our Kruberg best player of the game. We look at him here. Dan, natin beses mo nakita si Lontok, easy basket sa kanya parehas. Talk us through dung final 2 plays na yun.
Yun nga, malas din kasi ako sa offense, kaya in-involve ko na din yung mga teammates ko.
And yun, involved nga sila. Baka may gusto kong batiin, Dan. Panahon mo na, you have the mic.
Yun nga, binabati ko po yung girlfriend ko at yung family ng girlfriend ko. Family ko sa Taguig, tsaka yung mama at papa ko, mami ko, tsaka yung lolo ko nasa Amerika. Dahil mga kapatid ko. Ako si Dan Natividad, certified homegrown ng Taguig.
And that's Dan Natividad, certified homegrown ng Taguig Generals, our Kruberg best player of the ball game, 13 points and 7 assists, bouncing back from their first defeat to beat the Pampanga Generals, Pampanga Delta, and stay on top of the NBL standings. Fidel Castro starting off on fire for the Taguig Generals, and Sobrabas also getting involved, but the first half was really all about the Taguig Generals as they continued to pummel the Delta and opened with a 22-14 lead in the second quarter. Pampanga would rally. MJ Garcia, of course, had his moments in this game, but you know, Taguig had answers to every Pampanga rally. You see Gilbero there, and then Fidel Castro, of course, what a first half for him. Scored all of his 17 points in the first half, and then look at CJ Ganya, skying high for that jam, but Pampanga still trailing by 8 points in the third period. Once again, Taguig continuing their rampage as Mayo scores that layup. Tolentino started to pick it up in the third quarter, but all in all, it was still Taguig. Even though, you know, we've seen moments like MJ Garcia's layup and Tolentino, is still a 10-point lead for the Taguig Generals in the fourth quarter. Pampanga opened the game like a house on fire as we look at Natividad scoring on this jumper. But Pampanga opening the quarter with a 16-2 run before the Taguig Generals eventually held on thanks to this playmaking of our Kuberg best player of the game, Dan Natividad. All in all, it's a big win, 79-75 for the Taguig Generals. And it has been a fun 3 games here in the WNBL and the NBL. Maraming salamat po sa panonood at sa pagsusubaybay. Once again, my name is Christian Jacinto, and I hope to see you guys 2 weeks from now dahil walang NBL next week. See you, and ingat po kayong lahat.